Hi, hello, and welcome to the Energy of the Week. My name is Winona. Hi, how are you? How are you doing? How was last week? And let's get into this week. So today we're doing a reading for April 21st to April 27th, which April 27th is a new moon in Taurus, which will bring, I believe it will bring a lot of change, a lot of physical change. So I am using this deck. I recently got this new Oracle deck, the Intuit 180 Oracle deck. I have seen a lot of my favorite readers use it, and I just received it. So I'm going to use it today in today's reading. And it's a really big deck. Hold on. It is a thick boy. So let us start. Only notice for case for to enter, calling the quick angels, ancestors, spirit guides, dark angels, no tribe, only things of positive energies from the divine source. Into the spaces, reading wisdom to know about this week. Okay, so the overall mood of this week is number 30. There's a lot on this card. Number 30, the lily. Oh, that's so nice. Actually, that's so sweet. I actually have a niece, Lily, whose birthday is coming up. Not next week, but pretty close. So we have Lily, established, ambition, experience, sexuality, achievement, longevity, mature career, virtue development, and retired. King of Spades. All right, so this card is about clearing. It's about clearing and seeing clearly. So this is a week of ambition. This is a week where somebody wants to establish themselves as a power, as a force in the world. This is somebody that wants to make a statement. I believe Mars is in Leo now, so that kind of feels like that energy is coming through of this ambition, this fire. It's kind of funny because like the lily is like something about it is so pure, something that is so light and delicate. But there is this like new beginning, this new start that is coming through, a wanting to be recognized, be seen clearly, authentically for as you are, as being a powerhouse, but not pretending to be anybody, but being yourself. Being respected for who you are and what you uniquely bring into the world. And yeah, so some major career developments that are coming up. That is the focus of the week. That is what's coming through. Let's start with the energy of the week in the beginning. Beginning of this week, April 24th, April 27th, 2025. What it is. Megaphone. Okay, so we have two cards that popped out, kind of in reverse, but we have number 17, that's an 8, and number 15, which is a 6. I'm really seeing money in those numbers. But we have helm and bird on a wire, which is really cute. We have bird on a wire and helm. And on the bottom of the deck was megaphone. So yeah, something about being public, something about being very public this week, making your voice heard, being able to be the captain, the captain of your ship, like so focusing, really going for it, going for your goals and being ahead of the crowd, someone wants to really be recognized. And there is this like kind of trouble that I'm getting about. There could be too many voices that want to be heard. There may be like a kind of like a conflict among others around who gets the microphone. Like I just kind of see like people scrambling, trying to take the mic. Who wants to elevate their voice? Who wants to be heard the most? And people fighting for the spotlight. Right, bird on wire, blabbermouth, loose lips. Oh, so like gossip, manipulative, untrustworthy, and steering clear with helm and control. So yeah, steering clear of gossip, steering clear of people that may be trying to deceive us this week. And so wisdom, you have the wisdom. You know what's right. You know what is the truth. So there might be a lot of misinformation, mistruths, kind of playing a telephone game where you may not hear clearly. So it's what they're giving me is check your sources, check your facts. Like think before you speak, but also check things before you check yourself before you say anything. Be sure that what you're receiving is true. So just try and discern, using your discernment, being able to discern what is true and from what is not. Okay, so middle of the week. Man, these cards of 2. So we have 8, another 8 number. We have 8 and 1. So we have rabbits and tornado. Yeah, right. So I'm instantly kind of seeing like there is like this piece, a kind of this, not sure about the word is dichotomy, but this split between wanting peace and people wanting conflict. So tornado, storm brewing, torn up, unexpected end, a wreck, and then rabbits, new beginnings, and desire. A sudden increase. Ooh. So for some, there's also maybe an influx of money. This could be an influx of abundance, something that's unexpected, something that we didn't see. And this is only for some. This is only for one, not many. There is this pouring out, this raining down of abundance, of good things. It's like good things that are coming in almost like in buckets. Good things are coming down in buckets, but also with that kind of comes perhaps people that may want to kind of sour the moment is what I'm hearing. So just be aware of that. Be aware of that. Let's go into the end of the week energy. A lot of 2 cards coming out at once with this deck. Foggy glasses on the bottom, and then we have cross. Ooh, wow. Bridge and cross. Bridge and cross. Somebody's crossing the bridge. Somebody's connecting to their spirituality, connecting with the spirit realm, being more in touch with what our faith is. What does that mean? Connecting with others and collaborating. So there could be some kind of community that we may be a part of, that we may be interested in. There is this desire for community that feels faded. I'm also seeing like, right, so crossing a bridge, it's a cross and a bridge, but because of that word, it's like crossing a bridge. So someone is making a choice. So someone is making a change into a different path. And it does feel very peaceful in a way because it's already there. It's already laid out. There's nothing, now they're not taking like a leap. It's more like a technical or a strategical, is that the right word I'm using? It's a calculated risk, right? A calculated risk. But this feels like a fated moment, like a fated choice. That's something that that you felt was on your chest, that you wanted to do, that you've needed to do, and you are being led to it. And it's almost like a moment of, it almost feels like a spiritual moment to take such a risk or to finally go ahead and make that choice and make that move. But it's like a calling. There's a calling. Oh, and for those of you that maybe a spirit has in your life crossed that bridge, my heart also goes out to you. If that is your case, there's this connection, like there's this deep spiritual connection with others. And someone mentioned like that this time period, some people see this period like around this time as being like the veil being very thin. So maybe even being more connected to your intuition, more connected to spirit, more being able to speak with your ancestors, speak with angels. just seeing more signs that are clear about where you need to go next or the best path forward. Okay, and we'll just pull one more card to close the reading and to close this week. It's been kind of crazy because every card, it's been 2 cards at a time, not just one, and another 8. So 888, that is abundance. That is money coming in. That is noticing, recognizing your infinite energy, your all the infinite possibilities ahead of you. On 1, 8 and 1. So we got 8 and a 1, and we got 8 and a 10, which is a 1 in here. So that's beaver. That is beaver and loons, which I didn't know that loons were these birds. Deeply committed, and things work against you, but persistence pays off. Ooh, all in for what you love. Okay. New things on the horizon. This is talking about your persistence. This is you and your ambition. So, right, the overall, the mood of the week, right, is the lily. It is about establishing yourself. It's about ambition. And the advice to close this reading is about persistence, is about hard work, how things may work against you, how you can feel like the tides are against you no matter how hard you try to do something. It doesn't seem to come easy, right? And this is how how you should stay deeply committed, how you should stay focused on the path regardless of what the results may seem now, because it will pay off. Persistence pays off, hard work pays off, and that repeating these things, being determined and continuing, that you'll manifest your deepest desires. You have to go all in for what you love to make that dream become real. And that is the closing message. That is energy of the week. And I hope this reading supported you in some way. Thank you for being here and sharing the sacred space and time with me. And thank you, the divine. Thank you, spirit, of course, as always. And I will see you next week. Love you. Ciao.